G'day ladies and gents, and welcome back to Star Wars Squadrons. Today we're going after the Starhawk. I hope you enjoy.
Our diversion was a success. Vanguard Squadron has left the Nadiri dockyards to aid Mon Cala, leaving the Starhawk completely exposed. We now have a clear shot to finish our mission. Admiral Sloane has sent reinforcements to help secure our victory. But you, Titan Squadron, will lead the strike against the Starhawk. If New Republic patrols and perimeter defenses intercept you on approach, show them no mercy. Before we begin our Baradium assault, you must bring down the dockyard's shields. We've discovered shield generators at these locations. Destroy them all, and the Overseer's bombardment will begin. After the shield generators are down, Titan III will return to the Overseer to acquire Baradium-enhanced munitions. This is where we show our true strength. Immobilize the Starhawk with Baradium. Do not stop until its hyperdrive is destroyed. I want that ship helpless when I deliver the killing blow. Let's make Admiral Sloane proud.
So, on to Nadiri. Captain Carroll's tenacity and your hard work have made this possible. Of course, mere numbers aren't enough to win a battle. But I'll give you the best moment-to-moment analysis that I can. The Baradium will be at your disposal for the crucial moment. I've seen to it. The rest is in your hands. Unfortunately, we cannot issue you Baradium munitions from the get-go. With the enemy shields up, there's a high probability that missiles will be lost in the crossfire. Or a pilot. Either would be quite devastating. Gray asked me about the Starhawk's tractor beam, but don't worry. That won't be a factor in this battle. With the Starhawk docked, its tractor beam would endanger the dockyards and everyone stationed there. The rebels' squeamishness gives us the advantage. Good luck. Not a factor I can predict, sadly.
Before us is a historic victory. If we have the metal to seize it. The Baradium, the Overseer, even our TIE fighters are only tools. What decides a battle is our will to conquer. That's what the rebels have never understood. If we hold to that principle, we can crush the Starhawk and win the day. We've successfully drawn off the rebel forces protecting the Nadiri dockyards. Only a token defense remains. And the Starhawk. No doubt the rebels believe the Starhawk is all the protection they need. They have no idea what our Baradium is about to do to their defender. Get ready. It's time.
It's clear the captain trusts you. Leading the Baradium strike against the Starhawk is a big responsibility. You've more than proved you're capable.
Agreed.
The path has been long, but I'm proud to fly with both of you.
What's next?
After the war? I've been at this a long, long time. I'll retire. Maybe somewhere quiet, near the water. My husband would be happy anywhere without Durasteel walls at this point. What about you, Shen?
This is what I do. I'm needed here. War or not.
Fair enough.
Time to go.
This is it, Titan Squadron. Everything we've done has led to this. Bask in the moment. And then massacre your enemy.
We're looking forward to it, Captain.
Inspirational speech.
General Syndulla to Imperial forces, you are trespassing in New Republic space. Leave immediately.
This is Captain Carroll of the Overseer. Your Starhawk dies today, as will you.
I do love this.
Titan Squadron, attack!
With pleasure.
This is supposed to be a top secret ship construction facility where they're building essentially a rebel superweapon to destroy the Empire. And they think they can just go, oh no, this is, you're not allowed here, leave. Alright, so turrets first. Now, obviously I've played through this mission before. I completed through it once before they introduced the patch that took away the tutorial. So now I'm playing back through everything again. So the first objective here is to take out the turrets. Now I'm running the ship configuration with the Gatling laser because A10 tie is best tie. Multi-missiles and, of course, torpedoes. Should be able to get this one next. It's 1,000 meters range on the Gatling laser, so it's standard weapons length. It really is friggin' OP.
How you spend your final moments is of no concern to me. Titan, engage.
We're also running the reinforced hull as well, so we're running basically the same configuration I also use in the Y-Wing. And it turns the TIE bomber into a bit of a brick. In a good way. It's arguably one of the better... Fly across my guns, why don't you, dickhead? It's arguably one of the better air superiority fighters in the game. Yeah, they should have thought about that a little bit. The bomber's options allows it to become the best air superiority fighter. Or space superiority fighter. I guess would be the better term.
Titan, we're launching Beradium missiles from the Overseer now.
Crackle initiative. I don't think it's well, it wasn't 69%. I was about to say nice. It does turn slow. Could be a little more agile.
Textbook shooting.
Yep, that's the last one.
Here and ready to go.
Regroup and prepare for the assault. It's time.
Alright.
Beradium has made contact with the dockyard's shields. This won't take long.
Alright, so we've got to take out the shield generators around the hangar.
Starhawk to hit their generators.
It won't be a problem.
And we've also got to take out the rebel hangars that are launching their
You're
fighters.
wasting your breath. They're dead.
James told me about you, Teresa. Violence follows wherever you go. Fostar Haven, Hosnian Prime, Deceveril, Mon Cala. History will remember what side you chose.
History has no sides, only survivors.
Our shields will hold.
True statement, but this is all
Only
bullshit.
as long as we let them.
You're warring factions on opposing sides.
Destroy the dockyard's
Oh,
shield generators.
violence follows you wherever you go. Yeah, war has a habit of doing that. It's kind of the way it works.
So that's their Starhawk battleship.
For now, soon that monstrosity will be a
And don't forget, Rebels, you did recruit a almost underage young boy and send him against a giant battle station that would have had civilians on board and had him blow it up, killing everybody on board. I mean, you're not exactly in the moral high ground either. Not saying the imps didn't do some horrible things as well, but you know, you're both a pack of arseholes.
Get the rest. You're welcome.
The Empire is strong.
Just hang up.
Look out! Enemies closing.
I mean, if we would actually pick a faction that got done over in the Star Wars, you know, limiting it to only the movies, we would limit to only the movies. The Hutts.
Another generator destroyed.
Jabba was running a legitimate business.
Lucky I was here.
He paid.
Couldn't have done it without you.
Come on.
Let's go.
Drop the shields. There we go.
Evac ship destroyed. I'm taking damage. I need
A
repairs
little bit of a...
now.
There we go.
I'd say you owe me one.
Yeah, he's running a legitimate business. He paid to have some goods transported, and they got dumped by an incompetent smuggler or transport pilot. Transport pilot. He wanted the transport pilot arrested and punished, as is appropriate.
Keep fighting.
Nice save.
Had to wait 3 movies for that to actually happen. And then when he finally got the justice for his lost goods, some woman in a swimsuit choked him to death.
Superb.
Who got done over worse in Star Wars? There's no path through there. Okay. The problem with this map's design is the Starhawk's at the front of this facility, and you can't cut across the Starhawk because its auto turrets will one-shot you. Doesn't matter what configuration of the ship you've actually got, you'll get blown to pieces. But you've got to fly right around the facility. Oops, that was not the time to... yeah, you've got to fly right around the facility to find all of the shield generators, and they're all in bastards of spots to get to. It's like hidden in here.
Yes!
You have a tail.
When the first couple come quick, because they're all
Taking damage.
nice and close together. So that's still on the other side of the facility.
I'm hit.
You can see from the amount of hits I'm taking too. This is why I take the reinforced hull. Call these guys. Get that hangar as well. Right, so that's the hangar removed.
Keep their fighters off our backs.
Another shield generator. And yep, we can get the ones that are on this side now from here. So you got to go around the back.
Picked up a tail. We did it. I'm heading to the next target.
Watch out, enemies pursuing. You're welcome.
Rebel down.
Yeah. That one is already blown.
Shields are down. The dockyards are exposed.
Alright, that must have been the last one.
Prepare to fire.
Wait, we have civilians preparing to evacuate. They have no place in this battle.
What did you have
Never
some...
brought them here.
Yeah, that's actually a fair question.
Radium is really working. Titan, finish what needs finishing, then regroup.
There's a little red around here, but it's not huge amounts. We've kind of cleared out most of the fighters that were inside of this area as we've been going around, and because we've taken the hangars, no more are spawning.
So much for Project Starhawk.
Starhawk off to our right. And that's it there. That's the Starhawk. Possibly the single ugliest ship ever designed for Star Wars 2, I might add. It's like, you can tell it's a Disney trilogy creation because there is nothing interesting about it at all. It is just a shoebox. And it looks like the kind of thing that it does. It actually looks like the kind of thing that you could build for your kids as out of cardboard boxes on an arts and crafts day. Like, there's as ship designs go. Actually, just trying to get around to this nav point, because rather than having the nav point back at the ship, the nav point is offside, so you've got to regroup on the opposing side. Actually, should have remembered that. I should have probably started clearing the Starhawk from right to left around the back, and then I would have been on the right side for the nav point. But the way you approach the Starhawk sort of leads you going left to right, and then having to work your way back around.
Captain, the rebels are evacuating the station.
The group's forming back up.
Starhawk, not civilians. Let them go.
I'd actually consider this an example of poor mission design as well. Like, this is what poor mission design looks like in a space game. It doesn't flow logically.
Show no mercy. Titan, take out their ships.
If you see transports, take them down too.
So, yeah, now we've got to pop everything in front of the Starhawk.
This is a distress call to any Republic forces. If you can hear me, the Nadiri dockyards are under attack. Send backup.
We detected enemy corvettes coming out of light speed.
That won't save them. We need more fire on that Star Destroyer.
She's stalling for time. It doesn't matter. She's already run out.
Pop, you bastard.
Taking fire.
There we go. Another reason for taking the A-10 bomber. In this configuration, it's the only way to get enough firepower onto, you know, light capitals like these corvettes, because you can't expect the AI to actually help you. And again, you've got to be able to have enough hull durability to tank shots from them while you're doing it, because, yeah, again, I'd put this down to kind of poor mission design. Actually, more poor game design than anything else as well. It's Star Wars Squadrons, one of its biggest hamperings is actually its own multiplayer. It's built around its multiplayer. And its multiplayer is alright. But in order to achieve balance in the multiplayer, balance that shouldn't exist inside of the single player mode because, you know, it's not designed to be balanced.
Enemies closing on you.
Yeah, the result is you get weird things like this.
Civilian transport escaped.
God damn it.
But no matter.
Should have taken the transport before I got on this Corvette.
Under rebel attack.
Stand by. Reloading. All corvettes have been destroyed. Excellent work, Titan.
Oof.
Just because you caught us off guard doesn't mean you've won.
Our victory was assured before the battle had even begun, General Sigtula.
All personnel board the Starhawk immediately. I'm flying us out of here.
Captain, the Starhawk is powering up. I believe they're trying to flee.
It's one of the reasons, and I really should have done a review on Squadrons rather than probably a playthrough, but it's one of the reasons I straight in. There we go. So now we'll get the Baradian warhead so we can actually blow up that box.
We've outfitted your bomber with Baradium explosives. Happy hunting.
Okay. And I replaced my torpedoes, so that's fine.
Do not let it get away. Starhawk, make your peace.
We're leaving, and taking everyone from the Nadiri dockyards with us.
You've evaded the Empire long enough. Today there will be no escape. Titan 3, General Syndulla is aboard the Starhawk. Immobilize it, and the Overseer will deliver the killing blow.
Alright, quit talking. There you go. Baradian warhead away.
Starhawk taking fire.
Impressive.
Hit it again, Titan 3.
Taking fire.
It's one of the reasons why I don't think the developers of Squadrons really understood the appeal of the old Star Wars Starfighter games. I mean, they built the multiplayer because multiplayer has to be the thing nowadays, and they were looking for the longevity of multiplayer to extend the game. But there's a reason why people still play TIE Fighter, which was released in like 94, 95, today, and in fact are rebuilding it in newer engines and constantly modifying old single-player Starfighter sims that don't have any multiplayer at all. And it was because of the way the game played and the story. The general gameplay was just fantastic and still is. And yeah, I don't think they ever got that.
Titan, lead another pass at the dockyards.
I'd love to, but this is a video now. I'm just a passenger.
Your people needed you, Lyndon, but you weren't here. Is there anyone you won't turn your back on?
I'm here now, Teresa. If there's anything you want to say, say it.
How did he hear what she was saying while he was in hyperspace?
Fire on that ship!
Launch scramblers.
I still don't like the captain of the Star Destroyer either. She comes across like an angry teenager.
They've scrambled our missile guidance systems.
We can't let them get away.
They won't.
Most of the characters come across as angry teenagers, to be perfectly honest.
Lyndon won't escape this
Just
time.
tell me that Starhawk isn't the single ugliest ship you have ever seen. Alright, ladies and gents, I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you very much for watching. As I mentioned in the live recordings, this isn't my first time completing this mission. This is my second playthrough. I'm replaying through the entire game from the point that I was up to in the YouTube series. This time with the tutorials turned off, so you don't have to hear me rant and rave about the tutorial videos the whole way through, or the tutorial interruptions the whole way through. But we are getting towards the end of the series now. It is all coming to a conclusion. I'm still thinking I am probably going to do some kind of review at the end of it where I go through all of it. I'm not 100% yet. Let me know in the comment section down below if you would actually like to see that. And until next time, guys, take care.